Hey everybody, Ornlu again, with another map guide for this month of June map pool. Extravaganza, funness. The last map I think I need to cover is going to be Continental. Not a new map by any stretch of the imagination. It goes all the way back to Age of Kings. No, actually, I think it's actually only in the Conquerors. Regardless, it's been around since at least 2001. And it's going to be the hybrid map of the map pool, land and water. So I will go ahead and make a single player game on it. Here we go. And this is also only in the 1v1 map pool, I believe. So you can see we have spawned here in Continental, and what do you know? Another great example of how this map can be really, really imbalanced. So, you spawn on what looks like a very normal looking start. You've got standard gold, standard stone, berries, sheep, deer, guess some shorefish potentially. Yeah, so it might look okay, but look at the minimap. The blue player, I guess that's me in this game, has crappy fish. Crappy fish. The best stock you can do consistently is going to be in the corner where you have 3 deep fish, maybe 4 or 5, but it's not that great. And meanwhile, on the other side, you have the red player, who just needs to dock over here, and no reason to not dock over here, because you would know that, oh, there's still plenty of map left, and I'm hitting water, so there has to be plenty of water over here, where they just have a whole ocean to themselves. And that's not very fair, is it? Not a very balanced map in a lot of situations. But assuming that you do get a relatively balanced map, you will see that there's actually one choke point. Now, there is some variance here. You'll always have a body of water between, like, 2 bodies of water kind of long shape like this, but they may be bays, like these are, I guess, or rivers or whatever you want to call them, or they might just be lakes with land, on the edges, completely cutting them off from the water on the outside. You might have both of them open, like in this generation. You might have only one of them open and one of them closed. Another great point for imbalanced maps, potentially, shall we say? But they will be here in some capacity and are going to heavily limit the areas in which you can attack your opponent. You have 1 to 3 lanes, or avenues, I suppose, of attack. But you also have, like, these little ponds, little puddles, that are always going to be dotting the front of your base, so you will pretty much always have a very easy wall-off. And you need to know, of course, that you only have to defend the 1 choke point. Also, look at this. I guess in favor of blue, look at all of this that red has to wall, versus blue having just this. Just go here, across the ponds here, and over here, and you're good to go. Also, there's a shorefish right near these forage bushes. They happen to both have one, I guess, but yeah, it can be a very imbalanced map. Also, the way this is generated, there's a lot less surface area that's bombardable for red, so I'd say that's another point in favor of red's map. But it can be pretty crazy. This one also has a big hill in the middle that's going to be really important to control. I don't believe that this is like a feature of the map. This one just happens to be like that. But in case you do have a map like this, I mean, if there is elevation, which there is likely to, some elevation to some degree, and if any of that's in the middle, definitely going to be super important to control, as in this case, it is the only area in which you can attack without transporting. So, all of that said, what strategy should you go for? So, right off the bat, any civ that is good on hybrid maps is going to be good here. So Koreans are actually, I would say, disproportionately pretty solid here, come to think of it. Because map control is so important, and like these strategic choke points and, I guess, areas you need to defend, this can be a very campy map, as you can might imagine, with the very limited ways of attacking. And Korean's towers are actually a really, really strong option. You also have the wood discount. Wait, what? Oh yeah, military units. Yeah. I was like, wait, did they change that? No. I'm just blind. Of course, other good civs going to be Italians and Japanese, always going to be good on hybrid maps. Malay, Malians, also good as well. Vikings, I would stray away from, because you're not really trying to go for like full water play. I mean, they're not bad, but you know, you don't generally want to invest that much into water because most of the fighting is going to be on land. It's going to be, I would say, very fireship-centric. But, you know, you guys probably know the sorts of civs that are going to be good here, or at least, you know, solid. And as far as strategies goes, your hybrid build order opening is going to be good. Uh-oh, is the AI going to do a doubt lure? Oh, the AI did a doubt lure. Feels bad, man. So you're going to want to open with a dock around like 13 pop or something like that. I don't know. I'm not the build order guy. I just kind of like, you know, it's a feeling. Don't do as I do. Add an extra villager onto wood, however, so get 5 villagers on wood early on so you can afford fishing ships, and then you can click up with your normal number of villagers plus some extra fishing ships. And as far as like openings on land go, there are several options you can go for. You can just go full wall, and then, try and go for like a fast castle or something. But feudal aggression is certainly viable, at least in most cases, as your opponent is likely to have some sort of forward resource. There is only one area of the map you need to control, so eventually your opponent's going to want to get to the middle of the map, so like a tower rush or something like that, even going for forwards can totally work as well. But make sure that you have at least like one fire galley in early feudal age, just to make sure that you don't lose all of your fishing ships for free, because that would be no bueno. And then from there, just do whatever your civilization is good at. There are plenty of civs that are viable for this map. I would say it's one of the less offensive maps in the map pool this month, but that's not really saying a lot. Like, this is just so imbalanced. Like, I know I just randomly loaded up this map and didn't really know what it would look like going into it, but like, this is a great example of just how imbalanced the map generation can be. But regardless, give this map a try, see if you like it. If you liked Four Lakes or Mediterranean and stuff like that, you'll probably like this map as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. That, I believe, is all of the maps I'm going to do for this month. So definitely leave a like if you enjoyed these videos, if you found them helpful, and yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.